Whoa, check out that spicy sauce. We're making dumplings today, my friends. Porky, savory, yummy dumplings. These are my pork gyoza with spicy peanut sauce. So we are going to get right into the dumpling filling first of all. We want some cabbage. Now with the cabbage, the trick here is not just to add cabbage and just add it in. We want to take out as much moisture as possible. That's going to make things more intense and it'll keep our dumpling filling from getting too sort of watered down. So cabbage, and I'm just using a wombat cabbage or a Chinese cabbage, and a good sprinkling of salt. And give that a good mix. That salt's going to draw out the moisture, which we can then squeeze out a little later on, but you want to leave that for a few minutes. So in the meantime, let's get on to the rest of the filling. So I'm using some pork mince. You could use chicken mince as well if you like. And then I want some spring onion in here. And I want some garlic in here as well. And now here come all the little flavorings that make our filling extra special. So soy sauce first of all, and a little splash of sugar. So we're not trying to make things sweet here, but the sugar kind of, I don't know, just adds more of a roundness to the flavor at the end. A little bit of sesame oil. And then I also want some Shaoxing Chinese cooking wine. So I think this ingredient makes things a little bit extra special. You get a bit of extra flavor here, but you can totally leave it out if you'd like to leave your dumplings alcohol free. And you could also add a little bit of apple juice because you get a kind of sweet floral note from the wine. So there's some options there, but just a splash. And now let's get back and have a look at our cabbage. So we should have a situation here where when you squeeze out that cabbage, you get quite a lot of that moisture coming out. So that's good. That's going to be left in the bowl and not in our dumpling filling. Now just give that a really good mix. So when the mixture starts to kind of come together and clump up a little bit more, for want of a better technical term, that's when you know you've done enough mixing. Now, time to form our cute little dumplings. Now, I've just got some store-bought gyoza wrappers or gaoji wrappers. You can also make these from scratch at home. I do have a video for how to make these guys, but today I'm just using the store-bought, and I want a couple of kind of heaped teaspoons, I guess, of the filling in the center. And now always with store-bought wrappers, you'll need to kind of moisten the edges because they tend to be a little drier than homemade. So just get your finger and wet the edges there. And now here comes the pleating. So we're gonna do a very classic gyoza style pleat today. Just fold over the top, and you wanna make the pleats on the top edge only. So start sort of just off center in the middle, and then pleat down one side like that. And then do the other side. Give everything a really good pinch at the top. And then there you go, so cute. So you've got your little pleats on the front, nice, flat, smooth side at the back. And that is one cute little guy right there. Let's keep going. Now we have our beautiful little tray of dumplings there. Oh, I just love the aesthetic of that. Dumplings make me so happy already, as you can tell. All right, let's get, well actually no, before we cook the dumplings, let's make our spicy sauce. This is a keeper, my friends. You want to be putting this, you'll be putting this sauce on everything, not just your dumplings. Let's get going on that first of all. So I just want some Szechuan peppercorns, and I want to get these guys toasting in a nice dry pan first of all. So these Szechuan peppercorns just need a little time with some heat to release their flavors and their oils and all the good things. Szechuan peppercorns have this amazing thing where they have a beautiful citrusy peppery flavor, but they also give you this kind of tingling, numbing sensation. You can find these online, just or at an Asian grocery store as well. They're really worth seeking out. Okay, these are looking good. Just want to get them into my mortar. and just grind those to a fine powder. Now just tip that out into a bowl, and to that I'm going to add some chili flakes. It's the combination of the spicy, like the chili spicy, and the Szechuan pepper that is like pure magic. And then of course, because you guys know that one kind of spicy is never enough for me, I also have some chili oil here as well. And now soy sauce, sesame oil. And this one here is an interesting one, guys. This is Chinese Chengqiang or Chinese black vinegar. Look, I know it might be a little difficult to get a hold of. Try and order it online. Otherwise, you could just use a mix of like half balsamic, half white vinegar. It tends to do quite well here. Or you could just use regular, you know, vinegar, apple cider, or white vinegar as well. I do like the kind of flavor, the particular flavor that this black vinegar has though. And you want a little smattering of garlic here. Now here is, I guess, like a slightly oddball ingredient here. This is peanut butter. Look, typically you might find like a Chinese roasted sesame paste in a sauce like this, but I find that very hard to get a hold of. So I like to add the peanut butter. I kind of like the peanutty kind of vibe that goes on anyway, so you know, it's all good. And then just give that a whisk. And now we're nearly at the eating part, yes. So pop those dumplings into some boiling water. Just lift them off the bottom if they've sunk down there. And you need to give these like about 5-6 minutes. And now after a couple of minutes, when you can see that water's starting to get like a little bit cloudy from the starches from the dumpling wrapper, I want you to pull out a little bit, say a half cupful of that liquid, and pop that into the bowl with your sauce. That's going to give us almost like a brothy kind of scenario going on. All right, dumplings are ready, thank goodness. Let's get those out to a bowl. Now ladle loads of that sauce, and I mean lots of that sauce all over the top. A little sprinkling of spring onion. And there you go, guys. Dumplings, spicy sauce, a little bit peanutty. The whole thing is truly epic. Let's just get in here and have a look. Such a wow moment. I mean, the Szechuan peppercorn, the chili, the spice, the dumpling. Get out of here. So good. Just gonna eat all of these. That's what I'm gonna do. You guys have to make these.